I can't believe you would actually strike me. You!
Yeah.
Before you can strike the final blow, the princess lashes out, knocking you off your feet.
She didn't even finish her sentence. She just knocked the hell out of me, is what she did.
There's an unsettling wet pop.
Oh no, things that happened the way that they did. Okay. You mean I can get to laser them? Damn, are you serious? Oh, I called it. I didn't mean to call it, but I called it. Oh my god, please. Wait, I'm so sorry. Wait, no, please. Best believe. Now, we left off. We had found, yes, we found that. So we had found Dami Mommy, right? We had found the one who was full of despair, so she beheaded herself. We found the one where she turned into like a ghost. Was she the one who was betrayed? She was the one who was betrayed. So that's 3 so far. Did we find a 4th one? I don't think we found a 4th one, but we did find like we found a new voice. We found Paranoid. He was super fun. So now I think the goal I made for myself last time was to find as many princesses as possible and then just feed her to the entity, which I think the entity is her. So we're gonna see, but we're not gonna redo the dialogue because we've gone through majority of the dialogue. We can silently continue and try to speed things up.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
Yeah, but while we continue and speed through things, I want you guys to tell me how you guys are doing today, you know? Chicky, I know I just saw you yesterday. I hope you had good sleep after your stream. And Adizio, I know it's late for you. 1:30 a.m., friend? Like, that's kind of crazy. So tell me, how are you guys feeling? You guys are at different time zones. Are you guys tired?
A warning. Before she will lie, she will cheat, and she will do... We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's...
I'm so tired. You work so hard.
The interior of the cabin is the blade.
So, was it just like another work day then, Chicky? I'm finally currently at work. You work? What do you work the night shift? Is that what it is? Is that why you're up? I will be tired in a few hours though. Take the blade into the basement as always.
It'd be rather difficult to...
Interesting. You guys are working extra hard. Well, thank you again for showing up. Now I appreciate it even more that you guys are showing up. I'm your night shift
the door
entertainment.
To the basement creaks open. Her voice.
Who's there?
Listen. I'm about to blush. That's awesome.
She sounds dangerous. Don't let it fool you.
You came home late? Oh, yeah, because you have to actually go out. I work from home, not just streaming, but, you know, talking to people and everything. So I can get that. I don't commute anymore.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
Yo, it's crazy.
You walk down the street, focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
I think it was Chicky I was telling. Yeah, Chicky was telling you yesterday that I had overslept for like 3 hours. It was the first time in my life. Usually I get up on time, but it kind of shocked me. But let's get into actually paying attention. If I let my ADHD run off, I will. So I gotta lock in a little bit here. Okay. I'm gonna go sarcastic. What? No way. Why would he even think that?
That giant knife you're holding kind of gives it away, doesn't it?
What? No, I just came to cut your toenails.
The blade. Of course she doesn't want to talk. Who'd want to have a conversation at knife point? We should drop it.
You say that. You know what? I need to go in one day without the
Don't you
knife is what I
dare.
need to do.
It's fine. We can decide what we want to do.
Okay. So if I drop it... No. You know what I want to do? I want to try to slay her as many
You
times
ignore
as
the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
Yeah.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
You also wanted to stab her in the back. You're absolutely right. You know what? Thank you so much, Adizio. Let's actually try to stab her in the
You
back.
step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
I'm a bail out.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
Yup.
So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
I will end this. Drop the blade.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Yup, yup.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Just talk. Yup, yup.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face. Unarmed.
End it. I will end
We'll
it.
be fine.
Just in a
I
different
don't know what
way.
you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
Of course,
So
narrator.
here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
So is there also any sort of dialogue that we skipped over before? How would I get you out of here? I hear you're supposed to end the world. There's people out there. What's your name? She doesn't tell us her name. It's kind of stupid. How long have you been down here? Do you know why I'm here to kill you? How about how long? Have I
Too
asked
long.
that? She does say too long. You're right.
Note the lack of detail. You can't trust her.
This doesn't seem like the main directive of the game. First off, my brother showed up. Yo, what's going on? You're in a completely different time zone. You're earlier than all of us. That's awesome. Second of all, it's kind of the point. It's kind of the point, you know? You're at work still? What time? When do you get off of work? I'm here because you're supposed to end the world.
Don't just tell her that.
Well, I mean, we already know what her reaction's kind of gonna be.
That's cute. Do you believe that? Do you think I'm some sort of monster?
Listen, girl, we've seen various forms of you already, okay? You've got some things going on depending on your mood.
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
20 minutes? Well, hey, welcome to the stream. I'll try to make the 20 minutes pass by quickly. Okay, so the plan is... Oh, I have to give a different answer. Oh, okay. I've been told enough. I was hoping you'd tell me. But, no, but I'm sure they have their reasons for keeping that information secret from me. No, and if I'm being honest, I'm more inclined to trust you than I'm inclined to trust them. Oh, let's do a full betrayal. So the goal right now is to stab her in the back because, you know, narrator's gonna narrate. So how about we do full trust?
Sooner or later, you'll understand that I have your best interests at heart. Hopefully sooner.
See, he's already gearing up. He's already gearing up.
How
Awesome.
sweet. Now be a pal and help me get out of here, would you? We could figure out how to deal with them after I'm free.
Let's go. I'm here for it. It's mad crazy I'm going in to try to stab someone in the back, though. I'll see what I can do. I still have a few more questions. Yeah, I'll see what I can do.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key.
Absolutely not, ma'am.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
That'd be far more convenient. I'm gonna go upstairs. Maybe the key's still lying around. No. And if there isn't a key, do you have any ideas?
Well, you do have that big, sharp knife. You could always cut me out of here.
Which is always crazy.
She speaks with almost complete nonchalance.
This woman is broken. Can you imagine being trapped in a basement by yourself, chained to a wall? Like,
If we were stuck down here for long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out. Anything to finally be free.
you know, what is the cap? How many years does it take to get to this point where you're like, just cut off my arm, I want to be free?
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place. Is someone else here?
Let me try the door.
You try
Try
the
the
door,
door.
but it's locked from the outside. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done. You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd simply slain her like you were supposed to.
Listen, narrator, I'm gonna need you to relax.
Easier for whom? Easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
This is a grand they, because what if it's not the narrator who is locking us down here? Like, I know the narrator controls things, but is it?
The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
Whew.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
It's okay. We got this. Save the princess.
Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the princess's arm, just above the massive, unyielding chain. You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp and you make quick work of it. Before long, you're able to crack through bone, and she pulls the bleeding stub of her arm through the iron gauntlet.
It is gruesome. Cheeky. Yeah.
She didn't so much as utter a sound.
No, yeah, she's broken.
Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you, her fierce gaze meeting your eye. How is she so composed after losing an arm? It's like she isn't even bothered by it.
Yo, this is still so like it's like makes my arm itch. Oh, that is graphic. Yeah, a little graphic. This game is pretty graphic. Adizio knows. They know.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
All right, approach the locked door. Let's
we
go.
won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I just can't let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
All right, so Adizio reminded me about this one option. We've got a couple of options here. We could slay the princess. We can warn her. We could also slay the princess. Chicky, you say she's crazy? She is. She's come to this point. I mean, I've never been locked into a basement. Do it? Yes, you know what? Which option? I'm thinking we should slay her. Yeah, we got a lot of options to pick from. I mean, like, which version? You know, you never know. Of slaying her. Let me stop stalling.
You bring the blade down and plunge it into the princess's back. Finally. Okay. There's no going back now.
Nope. Look at how furry my arm is. That is crazy.
Though the blade left a deep gash in her shoulder, she barely so much as flinches, turning around to stare at you incredulously.
She doesn't even flinch. She's that Oh, okay.
Are you serious?
Oh, she is so unfazed that she's just mildly irritated? Is that where we're at? Oh my god.
I don't know what came over you, but if we're doing this, I guess I'll have to kill you.
I mean,
Do you think I need both of my arms to do that? I can beat you to death with one.
well, past records show that that's probably
But I
true.
don't have to tell you that. I'll go ahead and show you.
Well, now I got two options. Shoot. What should I do? Should I slay her or should I give up? Man, because if I back out now, what would she say? Would she just kill me anyway? Should I just commit? Don't give up? Alright, bet. I will commit. We're committing.
Thank you. You swing your arm towards her throat, the blade singing through the air.
Ooh.
But she's ready for it. She grabs your arm, her grip like a stone vice.
Guys, just look at her eyes. Look at her eyes. She is so... We're dealing with a we're not dealing with a person anymore. She's
You drop
gone.
the blade, pathetically.
Oh, okay. I don't think you can call this pathetic if she just destroyed my arm.
She lets go, and faster than you can react, rears back and hits you with a bone-shattering haymaker.
Damn.
There's a
Damn.
ring in your ears. You're fairly certain you can feel bone grinding against bone where she fractured your jaw, but your body isn't allowing you to feel much right now. Adrenaline coursing through your system and numbing your nerves.
Well, there goes your arm is crazy. We don't know what I am. I don't know. Every single time I look in the mirror, I'm just a creature with talons and wings and stuff. Exactly, a bird person. Like Adizio says, I might as well just be a bird person.
You fall to your knees. You're barely able to bring your trembling arms up to defend yourself before she hits you again.
Yeah, she's beating our ass.
Every blow is as punishing as the first. You feel bones shatter with every impact, unknown ruptures blossoming with blood somewhere inside of you.
Not her stomping us out. Oh my god.
You poor thing. I'll go ahead and put you out of your misery.
I don't think there's ever been a time we actually killed her. Have we ever? I can't recall for some reason. Have we killed her without dying at any point? I don't. No, we did manage to get out with her one time. One time, okay? But that was it, because she was killing us anyway.
She places a confident heel on your chest and pushes you down to the ground.
Damn.
Her knee falls to your throat, your windpipe crushed beneath a weight you didn't think her slight form could possibly possess.
Listen.
It can't just end like this. I'm sorry, but it's over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
And we have the narrator to blame, by the way, because following his whole narrative, you know, it's his fault. Chapter 2, The Tower. Now we're going to a tower. Ooh.
You're on a path you're here to...
Okay. Oh, you've tried? How many attempts have you made? Okay, so we had the one attempt, and she turned into a Dami Mommy demon lady. It was really awesome. We had the other attempt where she was chained up twice. Or not twice, like a neck and her wrist, and she just straight up cut off her head and still survived. That was cool. And then we had the third one. She turned into this crazy ghost that I sort of kind of want to revisit, but we'll see. Now we're seeing the fourth version of her death, and it gets crazier the more and more we go. We're gonna proceed to the cabin.
A warning. She will lie. We might as well just pledge ourselves to her and stop pretending we're capable of doing anything in this situation. She probably doesn't even need to try to overpower us.
Damn, now I got a broken voice? Oh, by the way, the more iterations you do, the more voices and options you get. So we had the hero voice, now we have the broken voice, who is absolutely new.
Can we tone down the pessimism just a smidge? I'm not being a pessimist. I'm just being realistic.
That's what every pessimist
You're
says.
being annoying. Just ignore their bickering, and whatever you do, don't pledge yourself to her. I cannot stress enough how absolutely catastrophic that would be for everyone, yourself included. I agree. If she's wrongfully imprisoned, then we should rescue her, but if he's telling the truth, we shouldn't just hand her the world on a silver platter.
Oh, now the hero has some doubt too.
Rescue her? Given the stakes of the situation, there isn't really a difference between rescuing her and pledging yourself to her. Either would be terrible. So please try to ignore both of those knuckleheads and focus on saving the world. Let's not make this harder than it has to be.
Yeah, okay, sure. Proceed.
If that's what you want, I guess I don't have a say here.
The voice of the broken is crazy. Crazy. Is it that we are broken? No, yeah, of course, it's our voice, so we're broken.
The interior of the cabin is larger and more grandiose than its humble exterior would suggest. The only furniture of note is a massive marble altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Wow, what an interesting game. Yes, you're telling me. I had no idea what I was getting into. I did zero research.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
So different. Oh my gosh.
Why do we feel so small? We don't feel small. We are small.
Wait, what is she? Is she gonna be a giant or something? I'm gonna approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime. You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. We should count ourselves lucky. Some things are better left unseen.
Alright, geez, broken. Oh my god. Okay. Man, to proceed with the blade. I think I just have to keep
You
going
take the
with
blade
the
from
blade.
the altar. It would be difficult to slay the prince.
Yes. The art style is so
The door
good.
to the basement creaks open, revealing a spiral staircase. Its steps almost as deep as you are tall. The smell of incense drifts up from below. For a moment, you almost feel at ease.
I would just say it's not just the art style, it is the detail to characters and just the ambiance and the different types of like environments and everything. Like, I'm not repeating the cabin, now I'm in a spiral staircase. Like, this thing is awesome.
This is actually kind of nice.
The art direction that they have, pristine.
It's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her booming voice rolls up the stairs.
A booming
Is
voice?
that a guest I hear? Don't linger on the stairs. Come down and witness me.
There might have been like a echo or something. Am I correct? Who are we meeting
You
today?
weren't kidding when you said it was booming. She wasn't like this last time. We need to get down there. She wants us to see her. We need to see her.
Broken, are you now desperate? What's going on with that one?
Should we be worried about your sudden change in attitude? Just a few minutes ago, you were going on about how pointless everything was. Now you want to go down there.
Witness her. Witness me. Yo, yeah, let's go witness Mad Max.
It doesn't matter what that little voice says. He's not the one making the decisions. Though if his ramblings get you to the princess, they get you to the princess.
Alright, let's go.
Making your way down the
Cool.
spiral staircase is a time-consuming and exhausting effort, every step requiring you to clamber over one edge before dropping to the next. But soon the end comes into view, and you tumble to the bottom, entering the vast, temple-like room beyond.
Oh?
The princess towers over you, almost glowing in the weak starlight, her figure framed by a stained glass window. Her long hair billows around her, and a chain binds her wrist to the far wall.
You're a big lady. What? How would we even approach trying to kill you anyway?
The chain is nothing to her. It might as well be a toy for all the good it would do. I told you it was pointless to resist her.
We could cut her ankles. You know what? We can cut her ankles.
The little bird has returned to me. I wonder what he wants. You brought that knife again, even though you know it's useless. Such charming audacity.
Listen, we just gotta cut you in the right places. You'll bleed out eventually.
Drop it.
Oh. Well, now what? You know what? I'm gonna tighten my grip.
As if on command, the blade slips from your grasp.
Okay,
it clatters
never mind.
uselessly to the floor.
You know, I didn't want to anyway. I didn't really want to fight her. No, I didn't. Me cutting the big lady's ankles? That's not what I wanted
But
to
we
do.
didn't drop it. We decided to grip it tighter, remember? Are you really just going to let that happen to us? I have a duty to report facts as facts, and the fact is that you dropped the blade. Of course we dropped it. She's so much more than us. You wouldn't understand what it feels like to be in her presence.
Why am I the one tasked to kill her, by the way? I mean, I've seen myself fumble. I'm scared. I'm dying repeatedly. Why is it me, the bird person, having to kill somebody who is supposed to end the world? Now she's a giant. I can't even hold my knife.
Oh, I understand what's going on, and you'd better snap yourself out of it.
Kneel.
Oh, she's the real Dommy Mommy, isn't she? Oh, you know what? The other one was probably just into BDSM. That's what it is. She's the real Dommy Mommy, is what we're on. A floating giant, exactly. She a big lady. Oh, if I say no, or if I comply. We're gonna try to be as defiant as possible, because I want to see what happens if I try to.
Oh, are you still trying to defy me? I said kneel.
Your legs buckle, and your knees hit the floor.
Oh. Okay. Sure.
That's my good little bird. Now, why don't we talk?
About?
The last time we met, you told me I was destined to end the world. That thought wrapped itself around my heart. It has pulled at me since the moment I squeezed the life out of your broken lungs.
Oh.
I could feel its fundamental truth awaken me. The collapse of the old is a necessary prelude to the birth of the new. And the world as it is now is overdue for alterations.
Okay, so you're just trying to gaslight me into say this is my fault, but it's you who has the issue, if we recall, you know?
It's time for me to seize my destiny. And you, little bird, will help me seize it.
Oh?
Well, that gives away the game, doesn't it? It does. But why did she say the last time we met? That's not right. That can't be right. She's right. We've been here before. And we've died here before. Pitifully. We might as well do what she asks of us and help her. She is inevitable. Can't you feel it?
She's inevitable.
He's being melodramatic, but the point stands. What are we even supposed to do to stop her?
Do we want to stop her? It's a real
Well,
question.
I'll be damned. That's not good. Okay. First things first, you're going to have to stuff those pessimistic thoughts someplace far, far away and commit yourself to what needs to be done.
Okay.
The stakes of the situation should be perfectly clear to everyone now. And if you're going to save the world, you have to have faith that you can pull this off. You can't win a battle that you've already lost in your mind.
That's quite true, actually, in a lot of ways. What will you have me do? What do you have planned? Just because you're supposed to end the world doesn't mean you actually have to do it. You can be whatever you want. I have questions for you before I decide to do anything. What happened to you after I died? I'm not going to help you end the world. I don't care if it's something new comes after. I just can't let you do this. I'm yours to command. Pledge yourself to her. I have questions.
Know the limits of your privilege, little bird.
I can't even ask questions.
There's an empty place at my side for you to fill, if you'll have it. But it is not a place for an equal. It is a place for something worthy to be kept. A priest, perhaps, or a pet.
Okay, so you demoted me in 2 sentences. From a priest to a pet is crazy. So I'm not even allowed to ask questions? That's crazy. Well, what will you have me do? What is your plans?
All you have to do is break these chains and set me free.
Do we have a choice? That's my question. I dropped my blade, you made me kneel, so like, why can't you set yourself out? Like, why is it just me? If you're so powerful, can't you just break the chains yourself?
Of course she can.
Well, the math ain't math in this.
It's not rude to question someone who's apparently trying to end the world. That's exactly why it's rude. We should know our place.
Broken is just submissive, okay?
I can, easily. But that isn't what I want to do.
Oh.
The story of a terrible and bountiful god unbounded of her own will is no story at all. It's not worthy of everything I am, or everything I'm bound to become. It isn't even worthy of what I was.
What?
The destruction in Genesis that's to follow in my wake is deserving of a song that can echo for eternity.
Oh, so you just dramatic. That's what it is? She is no god? You right. She ain't no god. She's just dramatic. That's what this is. A whole performance. She's one of those like the mythological gods. They just be doing stuff just to put on a show. Oh, so you just want to be flashy. I got you.
The song of you being so struck by my glory, so overwhelmed by what I am, that you feel you must deliver me into the world. And from your act of utter devotion and submission springs a new dawn, a better dawn.
Okay.
Submit now, submit later. It makes no difference. Because in the end, no matter how vainly you struggle against me, my will triumphs over yours.
You say that, but I'm about to be as defiant as possible. I'm not going to help you end the world. I don't care if something new comes after. I just can't let you do that. Or I could just submit, but I don't want to go down without a fight.
I see.
Okay.
Perhaps you need another lesson in submitting to your betters.
Ooh, not the music stopping.
Pick up that needle.
Do it. It's what she wants.
Broken, if you could stop simping so hard right now, if you could just stop simping so hard for her, that would be awesome.
No objections here.
Okay, now the okay, all
I don't
y'all.
know what she's planning, and I don't like that we don't know what she's planning, but you might as well pick up the blade.
Okay.
As your eye falls on the blade, you feel a weight. Some divine hand that sits unperceived by your senses, but that manages to push you towards its desires like an unseen puppeteer.
Oh no. Hey guys, apparently I don't have any other options. Cause I would have chosen no.
You reach forward and grasp the blade.
Stand.
Don't seem like I got a
This
choice.
one's easy. See? This isn't so bad. Okay, yeah. We can do that. We were probably going to stand anyway. You
Guess
can
I'll
feel
stay
a
in.
creaking tension between body and will as you slowly rise to your feet, like two foes forced into an unhappy truce. princess eyes you with soft contemplation. The moment seems to last a lifetime, the silent anticipation of what's to come dragging out the long, painful seconds. But all silences are broken eventually.
To defy me is to claim we stand on level ground. We do not. You are quiet shadow, while I am brilliant radiance.
You are probably like a theater nerd, okay? You were locked up for a reason. What about player agency? Yeah, we don't have a lot of that sometimes. We try, then we just don't.
Take that knife in your hand and slit your throat.
I knew that was coming. Oh my god, maybe it's because I was playing Cult of the Lamb. But there's something about cult-like mindset and narcissistic tendencies from the leaders that they'll be like, alright, I'm gonna kill you guys so I can level myself up. And it is weird behavior.
What?
Hero, what did you think though? No, honestly, what did you think though?
You don't have to listen to her. You're armed. Just steel your nerves, step forward, and end this.
I'll try. End this.
Oh, we'll end this all right.
Right.
Your hand lifts the blade and brings it towards your throat. Okay, I apologize for the unclear language. End her.
Yeah. Slay the princess!
Your body is sluggish and unresponsive, actively fighting against you, but you do your best to stagger forward. One step at a time, you move towards the princess.
Okay.
Slitting your throat would have been a mercy, but it seems you're in need of a harsher lesson.
Listen, we're gonna take your ankles, alright? You just prepare yourself, we'll get there eventually.
Plunge that knife into your lungs.
I'm sorry. Don't. As you take another step forward, the blade digs into your ribs, slicing through flesh with ease. It somehow feels like an entirely natural thing to do, while the simple act of walking has become an arduous impossibility.
Oh my
Then it
gosh.
slides back out, the wound burning as a small hiss of air escapes through the fresh orifice. Blood fills your lungs.
Now, do it again. Keep doing it until I give you permission to stop.
Not gonna lie, that really is some dommy mommy behavior. I'm just saying. I mean, the suggestion is right. Do it again until I give you permission to I'm just saying. You know? Don't want to have to point it out. You know? Broken is such a simping trait. Yes! Like, what the fuck?
Those are just words. You don't have to listen to her.
He was so ready to die.
It's what she wants.
Oh my god. I thought you were broken, bro.
Heroic one, what are you doing? Don't just let this happen. Stop him from killing you. I'm on it.
Okay.
Your other hand locks around your wrist, struggling to keep it from perforating vital organs. The blade still flails towards you, managing to slice bits of skin that plop to the floor to join the growing pile of blood and gore beneath you. Despite the pain, you manage to keep yourself in one piece, at least for now.
What do you mean? I'm literally slicing myself repeatedly.
What a pitiful display. A wounded little bird thinking it can defy a god.
You know what? Just for this, from now on, I will always try to defy a god. Alright? Unless it's like, you know, God, but like any other gods, I'm defying because of this mess.
It doesn't have to be like this. It doesn't have to hurt so much. You can choose a gentle end. You can choose to leave that punctured vessel for the next.
You saying choose as if you're not controlling me. Slay the princess.
Or you can pathetically struggle against yourself until the floor of this temple is painted with the bloody impressions of your futility.
At least I'll go out swinging.
Continue to approach the princess, even as the repeated gouges of your blade expose bone and muscle to the open air of the basement. This would be a lot easier if you gave us a hand. My influence only goes so far, and I can only juggle so many things at once. The best I can do right now is to continue to drive you forward. Believe me, this whole ordeal would be so much easier if I didn't have to contend with free will.
Wow.
You're the one making things difficult. You're the one making us hurt. She doesn't want to hurt us. She's just doing what she has to.
Stop.
As you finish crossing the room, you fall to your knees at the princess's feet, your chest heaving as your blood pools in the crevices of the stone floor, the coppery taste coating your throat.
Big lady. Oh.
The princess kneels down, lifting your chin with her finger as her face lowers to yours.
Oh.
Your devotion is misplaced. You've surrendered to delusion. But something about your defiant spirit speaks to me. You are different than you were before.
Yeah.
Perhaps, if you've learned your lesson, I can spare you from the release of death.
That's a little demeaning, isn't it? Yes, how thoughtful of her.
It's a mercy. Take it.
I think he's given up whatever say he had at the start of all this.
To say the
At
least.
least one of you is sane. She's within striking distance, and she's only negotiating now because she knows you have what it takes to put an end to her. Seize the moment before it's too late.
Slay her!
No.
Broken, I swear to God, Broken, if you do this, if you ruin everything, all I wanted to do was slice her ankles, Broken, I swear to God.
Yes, though your body trembles, struggling to defend itself in the face of the princess's overwhelming will, you finally manage to break through, darting to her side before she can react.
Okay.
The wind of your freedom rushes through you, and you channel it into a decisive blow, stabbing into the soft flesh of her ankle and severing the tendons in an act of unyielding defiance.
Exactly.
She falls to the floor, crashing unceremoniously to her knees.
Okay, we're going somewhere.
But you don't give her any time to recover. Your heart pounding with determination, you plunge your blade into her chest.
Absolutely, let's go.
As you find your target again and again, she laughs, crude emotion breaking through her once stony composure as your blade cuts her flesh.
Can we just take a moment to say RIP to my character? It's not ending out well for us, I can tell. It's just not going. It was bad and it's just gonna be worse. Now we in her bosom and she laughing. She's laughing with stab wounds in her bosom. RIP?
We can do this, can't we?
No, my friend, I am losing faith.
You always could. The decision to give you this task was not made lightly. You're here for a reason.
Maybe you'll be okay. I'm hoping. We didn't just go for the ankles.
To pick up the pieces. It's not too late to toss that blade aside and beg for forgiveness.
Can you really beg for forgiveness from trying to kill the guy? I mean, you know what? Let me put the theory out there. If you're a god, you're immortal, and you know you're not gonna die, and you have someone like a human trying to kill you, wouldn't you just laugh that off at some point? I mean, I think I would, you know? I think it would be the equivalent of like being an adult and a little kid trying to like beat you up, and you're just like, well, I know you mad, but you're not doing nothing.
Shut up.
Oh,
I can't believe you would actually strike me. You.
yeah.
Before you can strike the final blow, the princess lashes out, knocking you off your feet.
She didn't even finish her sentence. She just knocked the hell out of me is what she did.
There's an unsettling wet pop as your spine breaks, numbness and pain spreading through your body. As you rebound towards the ceiling in a moment of disorientated lightness, she drives her fist into your chest.
I would like to take back an earlier statement of when I said I was going to continue to be defiant towards gods because of this situation. I think I want to walk that back a little bit and try to reconsider what that actually means now that I have a little bit more of a context of what it looks like, including unsettling wet pop as your spine breaks. Does not sound pleasant. I'm just gonna rethink that, you
Your
know?
body is crushed as she pulverizes you into the floor, the ground itself breaking from the impact.
That's a nice ceiling. Yeah, you know what? They have nice ceilings here. They had nice floors when I was kneeling down. Broken spines aren't good. You're right. I would like to avoid that.
You lie there, broken, beyond pain, unable to even see what she's done to you. But the princess is succumbing to her own wounds as well. She looks down upon her body in abject horror and disgust.
Hey!
You made me use my hands. I can feel myself twisting into something new, something dull, something defiled. What have you done to me?
Girl, I don't know.
You're monsters and conspirators. I can't bear to watch this.
The princess has been nothing but cruel to you. You should feel liberated by her fall.
Liberated is kind of hard to feel right now since my body's literally been pulverized, but okay.
I don't feel liberated. I feel empty.
Broken, you are always stupid to me.
Aside from the pain, I feel fine. She collapses
Slay
to
your
the floor.
better.
Her glassy eyes watch, unblinking, yet somehow still full of anguish and fear, as the two of you perish together.
Yeah, if I go down, you coming down with me. I got your ankle and everything.
I suppose we were never gonna get a happy ending here, were we?
Nope.
Don't let those be your final thoughts. You saved the world. That's worth something. I guess. Regardless of how you feel about it, it's finally over. Thank you. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Yeah. Good work, everybody. We made it to chapter 3, The Fury. Ooh.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of the path... Okay, what the hell is that?
Everything about this landscape is just nasty. Just nasty. And who the hell is crying? Okay, who is crying? Oh, Broken. Continued sobbing. You did it. Wait. We did it. I'm gonna try to kill her as many times as I can, but this is kind of...
He's upset. And what's he got to be upset about? He just killed a god.
Stubborn's back! Hey, let's go!
Exactly. You heathens destroyed the most beautiful thing that ever was and ever will be.
Listen, she was gorgeous, but she was a little too loud.
Damn right we did. You'll get over it.
Hey.
Can't say I have much sympathy for you. She was bad for us and you almost got us killed. You're being too generous. He did get us killed. Alright, enough chatter. Got a thing I'm supposed to do, and if you don't mind, I'd like to do it without any more interruptions. Okay, great, you're listening. You're on a path. At the end of that path is this is just great. Let me cut to the chase. Clearly, you've already been here. Yeah, you think?
Actually, I don't think we have been here. This is all different, isn't it?
Yes, precisely. And if you'd given me 2 seconds to finish my thought, I would have said that. Oh, you're actually letting me talk now. Great. If you've already been here, it means you've seen things you aren't supposed to have seen, and you know things that you aren't supposed to know. This doesn't look like a path in the woods if reality seems distorted. It's because reality is distorted.
Okay, thank you, Captain Obvious, with the attitude. Okay, reality is obviously distorted.
So you knew this could happen. You knew we'd be able to restart like this. Look, if the world around you is changing, especially all the way out here, then that means you're nearing the point of no return. Whatever happens next, that's it. There won't be any more do-overs. So you'd better take things seriously.
I love that. I can see how you hate narrator's attitude. Listen, speak your truth, but hurry up. Like, come on now. It feels like I'm being pulled in 100 different directions. You'd better all listen to me when the time comes to make a choice. Okay. you know, putting my foot down, you know what I'm saying? If I don't slay her, if I just stay here or do anything else and we hit this point of no return, then what happens? No matter what happens next, it seems like our answers are at the cabin. We might as well see this through. We're gonna go with this one because I just want to go to the cabin. You know what I'm saying? Like, what?
Good. We're all on the same page.
Ugh. It's like squishy. Ugh. Right in my ears.
It isn't long before you find yourself at the end of the path, staring up at the cabin on the hill. You'll find the princess within, as I'm sure you already know.
Right. So it said The Fury, right? The Fury. I'm trying to remember what the title is.
No final words of advice? I'd rather not waste any more time. I'm sure that any advice I'd give at this point is something you've already heard.
If there's still a princess at the cabin, maybe we can salvage things. Maybe if we just grovel and apologize, things can go back to how they were before.
Oh, cut it out, will you? We need to be tough right now. You're making it so much harder than it has to be, so stop whining.
Yeah, Stubborn, get on Broken. Hold him down so we can do what we want to do. Proceed.
The interior of the cabin is a place that feels long
Yeah.
forgotten. There was
Ew.
once an elegance to its construction, carved marble columns holding a high arched roof, vaulted windows letting in the weak starlight. But that is how
Nasty.
it was. Now there is a growth that has overtaken it. A viscous fluid seeps from cracks in the stone walls, and it congeals into chaotic streaks of writhing nerves and wet clumps of living meat. That's horrible.
Trying to make the right decisions. Let's see if we can manage to. I'm determined to kill her as many times right now. As many times as possible.
You did this.
Alright,
The
Brogan.
only furniture of note is a pulsating pedestal. A
Ugh.
pristine blade perched on its edge.
Pulsating. It's pulsating. It's pulsating. I hate it. I hate it. I hate
The
it.
blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Yeah. We're not going to mention the mirror because as you've seen before, it disappears. So, we're going to just go and take the blade.
Take the blade from the pedestal. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Good. Nothing feels better than gripping cold steel.
Yeah, let's go.
You step forward and approach the door to the basement, hesitating before you open it. Almost as if you don't see it. But you must, because it's right there in front of you.
Leave me alone.
All we see is a damn mirror. It really is just like last time. Are we really hallucinating? Why here? Why now?
Smash it. Smash it to pieces. It's the only thing keeping us from her.
Broken,
Don't
relax,
you want to know what
homie.
we'll see in there? We won't be able to see anything if we smash it.
Now we're going right through.
Smash it. Let's get violent.
Let's get violent already.
Do whatever you want with it. The mirror isn't real, so how you handle it doesn't matter, aside from wasting dangerous amounts of time.
Smash
Bring your
it!
fist crashing down against the door leading to the basement. As if on command, it slowly slides open, scraping against the stone floor, its ancient hinges moaning as it reveals the dim path ahead. Why am I
Ew.
not surprised? You step forward into the darkness. The stairs leading down to the basement are at once both narrow and grandiose. A high vaulted ceiling stretches up into a gloom beyond your sight, while walls wet with tumorous growths press in uncomfortably at your sides. You feel both unprotected and trapped, at once exposed and claustrophobic.
I think I'd have a panic attack. Pulsating, tumorous growths and claustrophobic all at the same time. I'd leave. I'd leave.
The air is thick, its odor an oppressive violence. The metallic scent of fresh blood twisting with the nauseating embers of charred remains. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice, a bellowing rage, roars up the stairs.
A bellowing rage, so she mad already.
Was severing the tendons of my ascension not enough for you? Was it not enough to rend my divine heart?
Girl, I'm so sorry. We can talk this through this time.
Come, see the horrors you've wrought upon my flesh, and feel my hands set upon your throat.
Girl, if you got tumors and post-state and stuff going on, I don't want to talk.
She's so angry with us. Why? Why did you desecrate her? Why couldn't I stop you?
You've got to stop thinking about her like that. It isn't doing anyone any good. She's not some untouchable god. She's an abomination. We're going to put an end to her once and for all.
You know, I've noticed in many stories where like gods are supposed to be super beautiful and then something will happen and then they're like super ugly. Like, is that the same thing here?
She's now is our fault. If she's an abomination, then what does that make us?
Well, Broken. I will agree it is in fact our fault, but I don't think that makes us an abomination just because we revealed that she can be super gross. That's just my opinion. I would also be mad if someone stopped my ascension. You know what? You're absolutely right. I'd actually be pretty pissed. I just wanted to ascend. Listen. Ascension, ending the world, ascension, you know.
If I might interject, you didn't make her into an abomination. She's always been what she is. It's why you're here. It's why your task is so important.
Alright, let's see her then. Let's go.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. The chamber's walls are painted in blood, a deep, sickening red that drips down in clotted streams onto the charred corpses that make up its floor. This place reeks of torment, of ripped skin and burning bone.
You know, it's gross, it's nasty, but I have watched Attack on Titan, so this is just to the left of that same general concept of big creature, fleshy-ish body, you know? So, not bad.
Muscles flayed and bare and weeping, draped in a tattered dress of her own skin. Her heart beats from its place in her open chest.
No, yeah, the skin dress. I didn't realize that was a skin dress. I realize now that this is far worse than Attack on Titan because it's a skin dress. Oh.
Do you know what I'm going to do to you?
Girl, whatever you do, I don't blame you. This is terrible.
There's not so much a moment of hesitation before she steps forward. Her chains pull taut, holding fast as she strains against them. The cuff around her wrist digs deeper into her skin. Blood drips from the place where metal meets flesh. Then, with a nauseating sound, the skin tears. It plops to the ground. She pulls her red, glistening arm free from her bindings. She is loose, and she is coming for you.
Oh.
It's the punishment you all deserve for what you did to her. It's the punishment I deserve for letting it happen.
Screw that. We can win. We've done it before and we'll do it again, only this time we'll make it out the other side. Hell, she's practically done most of the work for us.
Has she? Well, it's a typical game boss fight. Her heart is exposed, so you know when to strike. We know the weak spots, guys. Let's just do this. I'm gonna try, though. I will. Giving up on destroying the world, have we? Alright, let's not go antagonizing her. What happened to you? Wait, we don't have to do this. I'm sorry, okay? Please just leave me. I'm going to end you, slay the prince. I'm just going to forget the words. Let's just try to kill her.
Your heart full of fear, you charge towards the princess. Your eyes locked on each other, both of you prepared to lay down your very essence in one blow.
Is she being held open with pins? You're lying. This is insane.
It's now or never. Let's make it a beautiful blaze of glory.
Yeah.
Horrifying squelch. You are unwound.
I hope you weren't planning on dying. We're going to make this last forever. Huh. I feel cold. I've never felt cold before.
Eh? Oh, hands. Ooh. So it was gonna get really bad, but we were saved by the hands, for the most part. Saved being a relative term. But that was nightmare fuel just there for me. I'll be seeing that literally in my nightmares tonight. I love that for me. True to her word, you do not die by her hand, nor will you ever. It's time for you to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her?
Hero, why do you always suggest that? No.
Oh, there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Alright, approach the mirror. Well, it is a horror game, to be fair. Well, you're absolutely correct. You know what? I walked into this willingly.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final. Screw the mirror. We just need to find the princess.
I don't want to look at us.
Ooh, yeah, let's see what we look like now. The voices feel small, distant, as you approach. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You've unraveled. Oh! This is unfortunate. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Alright. You're at the cabin. Approach.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. I am curious to see what it means for us to know it.
Do you think there are people there? Do you think that anything is real out there? Do you think that we're real? Do you have vessels on, or do you have thoughts on this vessel? Do you know what's going to happen when you awaken? When you send me back, I'm not alone. There are voices that speak to me. Some of them are me, but one of them is something else. I call him the narrator, and he wants me to kill you. Do you have a narrator? Have the vessels had one? How many more vessels do I need to bring you? If this is the last stage before your completion, then I'm not going back. I'm just going to stay here forever if I have to. Alright, I have several questions. Okay, so yeah, are there no, how about this? Do you think that anything is real out there? Do you think that we're real?
We are real. Nothing is an idea that dwells in the absence of something. But nothing cannot exist on its own. And because of that, nothing can't exist.
I think that's the same argument as of like existence versus non-existence, that the pure fact of non-existence can't not exist, so it must exist as an entity of itself, therefore not existing as non-existence. It's a whole thing. I don't know. I'll forget that one. Do you think there are people out there?
It doesn't matter if there are. People are frail and impermanent. You and I are the only things that interest me.
Well, I'm feeling pretty frail, so, you know, I'm at least 50% people at this point. You have thoughts on this vessel?
This one is desecration. She placed the weight of her agony on you, yet it is she who unwound herself. But there is passion and empathy in her misery. She will make for a burning heart.
Oh, that's tasty.
Do not mourn her. She has finally found peace.
Oh, that's nice. Okay. Do you know what's going to happen when you awake? No. So I'll ask about the voices.
No, their minds are empty, existent, but constantly shifting into something new. Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond?
I have no idea what the narrator's supposed to do. He does. I don't know why, but I know this for a fact. He does. I don't know what I'm going to do when I find him. He does, and when I find him, you and I are finally gonna have answers. He does, and when I find him, I'm going to kill him. He does, but you're going to keep that to yourself is kind of a crazy answer. I'm gonna find him. Okay? We're finding him.
Do not look to one who fears me for your truth.
Oh.
The only answers worth knowing are those we can find within ourselves.
That's a cop-out. I'm finding his ass. Okay. I'm ready to go back.
The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are.
Oh, so this is the last one. So that one prompt was a hint. Okay.
I will be here, waiting for you.
I'm committing. Ooh, I forgot it does that. I forgot. Thank you so much for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Remember to subscribe and follow me on my other platforms. Like, comment, share as well. Most importantly, have a good night, day, meal, sleep. Add a good moment to your day.